We're going to walk you through a virtualization use case involving SAM CRM system. So you start off by provisioning all the servers you need to take care of SAM CRM system. You provision an application server and a database server, and you provision both of them on your virtualization backend. Let's look at what Zenoss sees when it monitors your database server. What you'll find is Zenoss gives you all the relevant statistics you would expect from an enterprise class monitoring system. You get load utilization, CPU utilization, network utilization, and all the stuff you'd expect to find. You can also go into details, just look at specific information around interface performance. In this case, I'm looking at the performance statistics involved with the Ethernet interface. Now, if you recall, I did point out that this database server is running as a virtual server. And that's what you see here at the bottom, where you see a link that says the database server is actually provisioned on an ESX server, ESX13 to be specific. Now, ESX13 is also in turn being monitored by Zenoss. You see interesting server information about the ESX server, including a powerful new visualization capability that Zenoss offers that lets you quickly see all the details of the guests that are running on the ESX server, their capacity, and what file stores that they are being run against. Now, this is good, but you want to make it easy for Sam to take care of the needs of her CRM system. And you do that by making it simple for Sam to log in and quickly understand what's going on with Sam's CRM system. You start by creating a system that's specific to Sam. Give it a friendly name. And then once you set this up, the next thing you do is you add the devices you care about directly into this new group that you've set up. Now, adding the devices is straightforward using Zenoss's filtering capabilities. So you identify the app server and the database server you've just provisioned, and you drag and drop them into Sam's CRM system. Now, as you do this, you realize that the model is automatically and dynamically updating itself, with the net effect being when Sam logs in and she wants to do a quick touch to understand what's going on with her CRM system, it's very easy for her to log in, go to the dynamic view associated with the CRM system, and get a complete end-to-end unified view. This is a single source of truth that tells you all the servers that are involved, what virtual servers they're running against, and what storage that they are associated with. In addition, this high-level dynamic view also tells you any critical events, errors, or warnings that you should be looking at. One of the things I notice is I have some errors associated with my storage. It's very direct for me to start here, drill down into my storage device, and ensure that I'm not ignoring any errors that might need my attention or that might need quick response. In this case, I see that I might be running out of spare disk, and this is something I want to get on. Now, let's assume this is the state I'll leave it at. It's Friday night. Now, I come back on Monday morning because Sam's called me and she's saying her service guarantees are not being met. What do I do? How do I know that I'm looking at the right problem and I'm looking at the infrastructure as it is currently right now? I start with a dynamic view for my CRM system. As I look at my dynamic view, one of the first things I notice is that I now have a different ESX server than I used to have on Friday. And so the event console gives me some more corroborating information on what occurred. In this case, there was a vMotion and my app server had been moved from ESX5 to ESX6. What this tells me is maybe this vMotion has something to do with the performance problem. But it points me in the right direction by showing me the accurate reality of how my infrastructure is connected. Being able to see the link between my application, my virtual infrastructure, all the way to physical devices in real time. That's the power of Zenoss. And this is an example of how Zenoss enables DSA for you.